What is going on, guys? FallenRedZeo here with another My Morphin Collection episode, and this time we've got the SH Figuarts White Ranger. So we've got Tommy here. A couple weeks ago we did the Green Ranger, and during that with the story I told how I had originally ordered this one because it was on Amazon, an Amazon exclusive version for the 25th anniversary from Comic-Con this year. And my mom heard the story about it, and so as soon as she heard it, she went and ordered it for me for Christmas. So I got this for Christmas, and so that was super awesome that she did that, because the White Ranger is my absolute favorite out of especially the different Tommies and everything, just because that's what I grew up with more. And so I went with Green Ranger instead because it was cheaper and everything, and so trying to save money around Christmas and stuff. So she was nice enough to give me the White Ranger. I'm super excited for this. That Green Ranger, like, after seeing that, I absolutely loved it, and I want more SH Figuarts now, which of course is the whole big thing with them. Like, once you get them, you just want all figures of them and everything. But since I don't only collect a few different types of things, Power Rangers, which they are remaking, and so they also have the Red Ranger, but I don't really like the face too much of it. But if I have the money, I may go ahead and get it at some point, and then like Captain America's and stuff, so I don't have to get too many SH Figuarts. But there are still more expensive figures and everything. But yeah, this is super cool. So again, we've got the 25th anniversary. You've got the Power 25 years, the SH Figuarts, of course, and of course the figure there. And again, I like that they use the actual figure in the pictures and stuff, not like an picture from the show or whatever. It's an actual toy in the picture. Power Rangers from Tamashii Nations and Bandai, of course. And then we got the Tamashii Nations quality, the White Ranger on the side, and of course the picture here where we've got poses of the White Ranger with Saba. Of course, I'm super excited to see Saba. And then, of course, Tommy there. And I like how this time his hair's down and it's not in the ponytail on the actual, I forget what, scanned head, I think is what they call. So of course looked really cool with the last figure, so I can't wait to see that. And I wanted to do this pose here is what I'm doing with Saba this time. Last time I did the blowing on the dragon dagger and stuff, calling for the dragon zord, and so this time we're going to be doing that with Saba. And so again, this is cool, so I'm so excited. So let's get into it. And so here it is out of the box, and again, I absolutely love these figures so much. So I went ahead and switched the head out to the helmeted version because that's what I want the most. So I just wanted to go ahead and switch it out. And so there, of course, we have the classic look of the helmet with the tiger face on the mask here. And so we've got the visor, the nose of the tiger, the eyes, of course, the head of the tiger with the ears, and the stripes, of course, making it the white tiger. Though what's supposed to be like whiskers coming off of the mouth covering here, which is just part of the mask and stuff. And I do like the whole split, which is probably just how it's designed, but of course that's how Power Rangers helmets come apart. They split there right at the middle and come off. The head was really easy to switch out. I didn't have any issues with that at all, so that was awesome. Then I guess we'll go do hold movements and going down. Or we'll look at the overall. Figure out how to want to do these. Then we've got the chest plate here, which of course has the white tiger head on it for the power coin there. Then the again the chest plate with the shoulder pads coming off of, which is pretty cool. Then we go down the arms. We've got the gold armbands and the gold gauntlets there, of course, leading into the gloves. Then go down, we've got the gold belt, of course, with this logo, which always drives me crazy. I always like, what is that logo supposed to be? But it's just some weird, you know, like two designs, you know, they're like a swirl type thing. Coming off it's got the holster there for Saba, so you can obviously put that in there. Then he's just got, of course, white all the way down until you get to the top of the boots, where it's got another like gauntlet there with the gold and black, and then of course just the boots themselves. So this looks pretty cool because it's not just a solid white, bright white. It does have some yellowish to it, which the Ranger, I almost said Gold Ranger, White Ranger did have. It was like more of it was a white, but it also had like a yellow tint to it, which it would, especially wearing it over time and stuff. So it does make sense. But I do like how they even put that in the figures, so it's got like an off-white color painted onto it. It's not just the solid white, so it looks really nice. So we'll look at movements overhead. Of course, you can move and twist all the way around. You can move pretty far, especially because of the way they have the ball joints set up in the head and everything, so it can move really far. I feel the neck is a little bit skinny, but I don't think it's too bad though. Then going with the shoulders, so the shoulder pads do move up like that, so it allows for much higher range of movement and everything on this, so that is really cool that it does that, which we can fold up, and you can see again the shoulder joint inside, which does have this outer covering to make like the shoulder, and then you have the ball joint stuff, which it moves all together, so it allows it to move pretty much however you want and still look pretty decent. But of course with the covering, it makes it look even better. So it does have the double shoulder joints there, of course the inner one, and then this outside one here. No movement on the bicep though, which they normally don't. And then we've got the double elbow joint again, there as the last figure. At least I believe that's a double. I can never get this top one to move, but it looks like it would move. So I assume it's just a double. But again, I like the way they do it. It looks pretty good and almost like realistic to me. It's, you know, kind of like the bicep there. So I think it fits really well. And then of course the hands can twist all the way around and flex and move, and you know, pretty much however you want them to do, they can do it there. Does have a little bit of movement right under the fold those down, they look weird. Movement right under the chest plate, so again it can like add some twisting around everything, but since that's only like movement in the body there, looks like it does have a twist under the belt, again hidden by the belt and everything, that does twist around and everything. The belt is loose on there, but it has a little bit of a twist going under there. Then of course the hips, which again we looked at the last video, you can pull out and reveal more room, and which can allow you to get some pretty good movements out of it, or you can just kind of push it up in there and it kind of makes it look more like a normal figure joint and everything. Doesn't fit to me as well as the Green Ranger did, but it still looks, you know, pretty good and fits in there pretty well. But yeah, that's cool, so you can pull it out and again get more movement and range out of it that way. Then we've got the double knee joint again, or single knee. Again, I don't know how these joints, yeah, that time double knee, there we go, proof of the double joints there. And then of course the foot, yeah, that doesn't move at all. Then of course the foot can twist all the way around, and it's all ball joint, so it flexes back and forth and twists side to side. And then of course we have the front toes that can lift up. I don't want to do it because I'm afraid of these toe joints, but it was lifted up and I got it moved back down. So again, posing and stuff, a lot of movements and everything to go on here for posing and joints and stuff, so you can get all sorts of cool movements and everything. I didn't have issues to get him stand up. He's just kind of top heavy, which I did get these stands ordered. So of course it was a 3-pack of the yellow, red, and white stands. So I will have for the white and the Green Ranger stands for them to put on, just so it can, you know, so I don't have to worry about them falling off the shelf or anything. But unfortunately I don't have the Red Ranger yet. For accessories, we'll look at the hands first. Oh no, we'll look at the face first. So again, this is what we saw inside the box. The face, which again I think looks really good and looks a lot like Jason David Frank, especially back in the 90s. Again, the face technology, the scanning thing does look weird. I don't know if I can get it to zoom or focus enough on it. You can kind of see it again. He looks all freckly and stuff because it looks like it was just spray painted on, but again, that's this face scanning technology. So his face doesn't look perfect at a distance. It looks really good. Oh, focus back up here again. It looks really good, but up close, you know, you can see all the little tiny dots and stuff that did the scanning. So it doesn't look that great. So there you can see his hair. So again, he does have the long hair pulled back into the ponytail on the top here, then the long is loose, or the bottom half is loose, and so it goes down his back and then coming around onto his shoulders. He has the shaved side of the head, which Tommy had, or Jason David Frank had back in the 90s and stuff, and then he's got the single earring and everything there, so it fits along really well. And again, another really nice looking skin helmet there. And you just kind of picture it. You saw it in the box, but there you can see what the head would look like there. Then he comes with a bunch of different hands again. So here are two what I call thumbs up hands, but they're hands, you know, for gripping and be able to hold stuff a little bit in a looser joint stuff, but they look like you're doing thumbs up. But it comes with both of those, one for each hand. Then it comes with a grip hand, of course, for Saba, which we're going to get ready to look at. If I can hold on to it, so there it's actually gripping and holding it on tightly and everything there for Saba. And then an open hand for posing, you know, just doing like different Power Ranger poses and everything and movements and stuff there, which we'll be using for the pose we're going to do. But yeah, so it's got an open hand like that. And then it's got two kind of Sabas. So it's got the regular Saba figure here. So again, there's the tiger head of Saba there. So again, it's the tiger face, got the open mouth, of course, which talks in the show and stuff, but not on here. And then the head covering again looks like tiger stripes and stuff. The neck of the sword, and then of course this part here with the power coin on it, and then just the hilt of the sword there. And then we've got the actual sword and blade up there. And then it also comes with another piece, which I was confused about, which it's got the missing Saba. I was like, oh, maybe you can take it so you can like maybe get it easier into the holster or something. And then I remembered what it was from the toy, and it's the blade coming out, so you can switch out. So when he's actually fighting with it and stuff, the blade is sticking out, so you just easily pull on there, and it splits right at the hilt. And then you just pop the blade version in. So if you want to have it like he's fighting or anything, you can put that blade in. But when it goes into his holster, you just put the shorter blade in if I can get it into there. And then I'm going to try and get in the holster. I've not done it yet. So yeah, as I felt, you probably, that is how I think you do it. You slide it in through there, pop Saba back on, and there you've got Saba. Probably needs to be turned around though, but there's Saba in the holster. And again, Saba is one of my favorite parts of the whole thing. The whole talking tiger and everything, that's really cool. So now that we've looked at everything that came in the box, now we can do the cool pose, I think, to end off the video. So I'm going to get him his hands switched out and everything, and get him all posed up to do that pose I wanted to. So I will be right back. And there we go. I think I got it into the pose, as you could maybe kind of see there, like that. And then we can compare it to the pose on the box, and I think it's pretty good. Probably as good as I would be able to get it, so I'm pretty happy with that, because I like that pose, because it looks kind of like he's petting Saba, so it makes it really cool. So I guess that's going to be it for this SH Figuarts White Ranger from the 25th anniversary Comic-Con exclusive pack. And once again, I'm so excited and happy that my mom was able to get this from me from Amazon. I think you can maybe still find it on Amazon. I'm not really sure about that, but you can check Amazon for SH Figuarts White Ranger, see if it's still there, or I'm sure it's on there, just price-wise, whether it's went up a lot or anything, I don't really know for sure. But this figure is so cool, and I'm so glad I'm getting these Power Ranger SH Figuarts. I just need to get the red one, as mentioned, but they are so cool. But I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed and really like this character, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought about it. If you're interested in him, if you haven't already, just let me know whatever in the comments down below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to see more Power Ranger videos for my Morphin collection. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.